Welcome, Aries, the warriors of the zodiac. What is happening with your relationships? I don't know if you follow astrology, but I like to mix astrology with tarot if you're new to this channel. Um, you know, the astrology, it's a way that I can connect better with the collective. I'm a deeply believer in astrology. And when I use the cards of tarot, it's a way I can, let's say, specify more in the energies I might be intuitively feeling with your chart throughout this month of October, Aries. And what is happening today in your seventh house of relationships, Libra? Whatever, if we're talking here about intimate connections, romance, maybe friends, maybe family, but this is people, or even could be partnerships, alliances at work. But this is people that had a high impact in your emotions, Aries. And today we have this new moon in Libra, plus Mars, your planet, is also in this house, conjuncting to the Sun and Mercury in retrograde. So much happening in this sector of your life. And I have here the Ace of Cups. New way of feeling your connections. A new way on how you perceive your connections, and this is affecting a lot your mental, as well as your spiritual, your emotionality. This is new stuff. I mean, Aries, you are the first sign of the zodiac, and you are the creators. You are the first ones, no? You are the ones who had that strength, that spark to make life happen. Because that's exactly what you represent, you know? That impulse you have deep inside yourself that, to be honest, I think is quite obvious from an external point of view, you know? Like, you're like this tornado of energy that it's like so powerful. And everybody surrounding you, most surely they can perceive this from you, you know? Man, I like this card so much. This is probably one of my favorite cards in the tarot, Aries. And so let's say that all these things are happening, and today we have a new moon, and I wanted to do this reading for you, the Lovers. I mean, can I make it more clear? Man, I mean, I love this card so much, Aries. Important decisions regarding your relationships. So what is happening now? So just to make you an idea, so you have all this thing going on in your seventh house of relationships. Very highly influential relationships in your life. And I think it's not just in one part of your life. In all sectors of your life, things are happening here that are creating new cycles. Or a new cycle here is opening, Aries, in your life regarding these connections, or maybe one particular connection. Now, so you have all these seven house, but what it is at the other side of the chart, it's you, no? Your first house, who you are and what you want, and how you want to show yourself into this world. And so what happens is that when there is so many things going on in that part of your opposite sign, these things, they affect, or there is like this mirror effect that happens inside you, no, regarding you. It's like, and to not to forget, you know, Chiron is touching you already since some time, Aries. And you know, having Chiron in your sign doesn't feel very easy. I think that Aries, you come from a period and you're still in a moment of needing to heal the past. I think that this year has been a year of a lot of learning and teaching, and you probably needing to unveil some woundings you had inside yourself, that maybe you knew them, you were conscious of these things, some of them maybe not. But I think it has been a year of a lot of change and discoveries for you regarding maybe these past experiences, or definitely here, past relationships, that they had a great impact in your life, no matter if they are there still now or not. I mean, and this is also what happens when Mercury is in retrograde. And since last month that Mercury is in retrograde, and finally this month, by the mid of October, Mercury is gonna start moving forward. No, maybe this is something that you're starting to feel right now, you know, but it's like Mercury retrograde. What it does, it affects our mind or thinking. A part of maybe traveling, or maybe some ideas that might come back to us, or definitely maybe people from the past, relationships from the past, or just simply memories of these people from the past that come back to us, so that we can maybe get a new insight about what these people or this person meant and what they had to bring you here. This is a refresh in love, Aries. This could really very well represent a new start in already a connection you have, or it could just simply mean a new connection. Somebody new that is appearing throughout this period, maybe already right now during this week, or maybe this is something experienced already last week's, and now it's almost like all this floor of emotions, it's coming back to you. Oh, you know what, guys, excuse me, but I'm gonna put this off because I really don't like the sounds of this stuff when I'm doing the videos. And you know, it's like super annoying, you know, it's like this, I don't like it. So whoever might be this person in your life, I think this connection is putting you in a crossroads, or it had put you in a crossroads. The Lovers and the Ace of Cups, man. I mean, this is, this is deep shit, Aries. At least. This person is someone that you see is like appearing in your life in a way that it's opening maybe a gate that you didn't see before in your life. Maybe this connection, if it's not about romance or intimate connections, it could be maybe somebody that you meet throughout this period, that it gives you another chance or another way of seeing your career, you know, because not to forget about this is that Jupiter and Saturn, they are still in your 11th house, Aquarius. And the 11th house is a house of friendships, acquaintances, a house of big communities or big collective of people that do have something to do maybe with what you see as your dream life, maybe a vocation you have or something that you want to do, no, regarding your life right now. And what happens is that right now, throughout this last period, we have a lot of planets in retrograde. Jupiter and Saturn were in retrograde. So even though we enter in a moment after Leo season where we had been in this forward action movement, I think that there were still many things that were blocking maybe the actions or the things we wanted to do, no? Like we felt that we kind of had to step back a little bit before taking final decisions or seeing the forward movement. Maybe you were able to take already a decision here, but you could not maybe have this fresh start regarding this decision. Maybe this is something that you were waiting for and you were in the, you know, it's almost like in that crossroads of, okay, what I'm doing with this. And right now, and having this new moon, this powerful new moon in Libra, and looking at all this energy, Aries, and so these planets are gonna start moving direct as well. But I think that maybe the direct action, maybe you will receive something, or maybe an important encounter is happening here that creates this emotionality, these new feelings, or this new way on how you see this connection, that it's almost in a way like you even didn't think that this could happen. Or maybe you felt it intuitively, but in the way it's coming, I think it's also helping you out to heal yourself, Aries. Now, whatever comes right now, or maybe what is happening to you right now about this connection or connections, even if you get this new insight, even though you might feel that you want to take action, maybe you want to start sending, it's like having a lot of communication here with this person. Maybe you wanting to, let's say, exchange a lot of information very fast, or maybe even travel, man, because maybe something about this connection or connections do have something to do with the travel you want to take, or something that you want to do that might request from you to take a move, to travel somewhere. 8 of Wands I have here. And this is something that you really desire, for sure, Aries. This is something that you really want to do. The problem is that when the 8 of Wands is coming in your obstacle, this is something that you still see, as maybe a problematic. Maybe you wanted to communicate and you feel the rush and the impulse, and that's what Mars is doing in your 7th house, together with Mercury and the Sun right now. It's like, and for sure, I think this is something that you will maybe feel even stronger by the 8, 9, 10 of October. It's like you feeling this fire, this super strong feeling to maybe send this message, or maybe take this move, or move there, or go there and take like this step to, let's say, maybe have this new start in this connection. But I think that right now maybe something here is telling you that you cannot yet take direct action, or maybe something here is telling you that you cannot rush with your communication, or that the information you want to send to this person or to this group of people it's maybe a little bit blocked, for at least for some time, Aries, because so Venus was in a Scorpio, and right now, it still is in a Scorpio, actually, in your 8th house. So you have been attracting changes regarding your relationships, because that's what Venus does in this house. A part of course, as well, of maybe creating some or attracting some positive changes, but that do come with some maybe replanning or reassessing regarding your finances, or the finances of a partner you work with, or maybe a partner in an intimate relationship you are with right now, that is influencing you, and that is creating some important transformation. But that right now, this transformation, that maybe in some moments it looked difficult, or maybe you saw that there were here some obstacles that you needed to take care of, or maybe this person, it looks like new stuff, new possibilities are coming that feel much better, Aries. As I said, I'm feeling here a very healing energy regarding these cards. And also, while I'm looking at this card, I like your chart, Aries. Venus, it's in a Scorpio now, but by the 8, 9, while also Jupiter is gonna start moving direct in your 11, it's gonna enter in your 9. Sag. And the ninth house, you're attracting here some maybe new adventures. Maybe even you're feeling here even much more spiritual, or something about your spirituality, Aries, that is changing here. It's taking you in a new road. Really. The travel, the movement. This is what it has been complicated until right now. Maybe even having some troubles in communication, Aries. Like you feeling that you kind of had to battle yourself for maybe achieving this new start. You know? Maybe feeling that you have to fight yourself to reestablish here a connection that it's very important for you, at least at this present moment, or it was like that in the past. Maybe it doesn't have to be necessarily that you need to come back to somebody or that someone wants to come back to you, but it's changing the way you feel about this connection. You know, let's say leaving the past behind, the past that you experienced that it worked for you until a certain moment, and now you want something new, or you want to perceive the situation in a new way so you can move forward and connect with people also in a much more positive way. Take everything with you that you have learned, you know? And you know, the Ace of Cups many times is associated to purifying our soul, purifying our emotions, and having this overwhelmed feeling that I'm not gonna lie, man, the Ace of Cups, it can feel overwhelming. Because this is a lot of water for a fire sign. A lot of emotions in just one moment, maybe, you know? And, you know, like when you have the cycle of a new moon in your 7th house, and then by the 20th, when all the planets, these 4 planets, important planets that were in retro, they start moving direct, and you have this full moon in your sign that is still at that time will be opposing Mars, Mercury, and the Sun, it's gonna feel at emotional level very intense, Aries. Most surely having Chiron next to this moon, it's like it's gonna become very clear to you what maybe you feel or what this person means to you, for you in at this moment in your life. Whoever is this person, maybe it's at work, or maybe it's a group of people that you are engaged to because you're doing a creative project, or maybe a lover. Definitely we could be talking here about someone from that intimate sector of your life. 4 of Coins, you trying to protect yourself here a little bit, Aries. You also maybe trying to center yourself in your financial stability right now, or maybe this is something that you were doing for some time, like needing to find a certain material security here with this 4 of Coins. Something that maybe, even though it doesn't mean a lot of abundance right now, you know that this is something that gives you this sense of stability that you need maybe right now to overcome some obstacles I see here. It could definitely be that maybe regarding this connection, there are some issues in the middle regarding like your career. Like maybe you are experiencing here a connection, a very strong connection with someone, and the problem with this maybe new love or this, maybe it's a friend but you have a super strong connection with, or this person that suddenly appears and you start revealing or discovering new emotions that you had never experienced in your life. I see that they might be definitely somebody that you can be, or you see a huge potential at emotional level with this Queen of Cups. But I see that maybe with this connection, and maybe this is something that has nothing to do with this person right now, but I feel that maybe this person, in between you and this person, there are a lot of practical stuff in the middle, Aries. Maybe you are located somewhere where this person cannot live right now. Or maybe you have some financial issues that you need to take care on, or you had engaged yourself already into something regarding your career, that, or maybe something that you are, where you are located, simply maybe you're living in a place and this person is living somewhere else, and the problem here is that communication, let's say to keep contact, to travel there, or that this person can travel towards where you are living. I mean, because man, having all this energy of wands here in the middle of this beautiful connection I'm seeing here, Aries. And also, I don't think that this is something that you want to miss. But you're now in a moment where, Aries, you see that you need to take care of something that might be very practical in your life. You know, very, I feel this, like very material. And you know what, man? It also makes sense because when all these planets start moving forward, and I'm telling you, man, by the Ace of Swords in your environment, and this is how like the center of your reading, you have two aces, Aries. I mean, no doubt that I'm connecting here with an Aries who is maybe having an important communication with someone, or revelation, or maybe an encounter or a message, or something is happening here that is changing. It's almost like you are discovering this maybe relationship with another light, Aries. This person, whoever might be in your life, is having as well a new beginning, a new cycle in their life. Ace of Swords is coming here in the environment. So this person is fair. This person maybe has a truth that wants to express to you. Or maybe this is not about them, but you know, like, what is the context of maybe this encounter or this relationship? It's like an important conversation here is happening. A truth is being revealed that might mean having a new start. This is an important decision. Someone here is taking a new direction in their life that is changing their mind and their emotionality. This is new stuff, Aries. And man, we love new stuff. You know, like you know, I mean, like if you are there in Aries, or someone, maybe you don't have your sun in Aries, but maybe you have a lot of Aries in your chart, you know that you're someone that needs that refresh. You know, you need to be in the move, Aries. Like, and if you were in a moment where you felt that you were stagnated, and I got the feeling here with this Four of Coins, something here is telling me that it might be that you experience this stagnation period precisely with this connection, or maybe this group of people, or this partnership, where like something here was kind of blocked for some time, Aries, and I think you were not happy about this, and this put you in the situation of needing to choose, needing to take a decision to go in another direction, and because you could not stand in this Four of Coins and Eight of Wands in your obstacle. Like, I think that this has been a very conflictive energy that you were feeling that you needed to battle yourself with. The thing is that something new here is coming. And I don't feel like this is like, maybe it's not just about this person, but maybe, as I said, the stuff is starting to move finally in the environment regarding the context of this relationship, which is allowing this newness to come finally. Someone here has really something important to tell you, or this has already happened. Maybe this new idea has come quite unexpected for you. And I was gonna say, like, man, this full moon in your sign, like, and Chiron opposing the seventh house, it feels intense, Aries, but it's gonna be in a way so much more optimistic. Like, I feel like maybe if you were hopeless about the situation, or maybe this relationship, or in the way, as taking it as in a general level, man, maybe this is in a way how you have been feeling about your relationships in general, like how can you connect with people, like you want to explore relationships in another way. No, maybe you want to attract other kind of people as well in your life, and this is becoming even more clear to you now that this full moon is coming. It's like having a completion of a cycle, because something here new has happened that maybe you even didn't see coming. And I think that this has bring some changes, because when the Ace of Swords appears, this is something that appears, maybe, as I said, in a surprising way, that it's very positive, but can bring a lot of changes, Aries, because the sword, it's an arm that is meant to cut. So whatever might come here, even though it's victorious, it's like a truth that it's grounded. I think that this is something that that this realization, this new idea, made you see and realize that you maybe needed to start something here in a complete different way. And you also feeling in a complete different way. But I feel like still a lot of stuff here is in the middle. This full moon, what happens is, so it's gonna be in a very positive aspect, Trianon to Jupiter, the planet of growth, expansion, the planet that brings luck as well, that finally is moving forward in this 11th house. So, and this is about you, this full moon is about you, and how you see yourself, and how others are perceiving you, Aries, and how you feel in the very deep way. No, this is not a superficial energy. This is really deep, Aries. And so what happens is that Jupiter is in a very good aspect. So whatever is coming here, it feels like, whoa, taking you beyond some limits. Maybe all these things that were in your obstacle or stuff that until now you see as a blockage, or that they didn't allow you to feel like they're moving forward, it's taking you to move forward. The issue with this full moon is that, okay, Jupiter is there, but Pluto is also doing a hard aspect to this full moon in your sign. So what happens with Pluto in this hard aspect to the full moon? Like, Pluto, it's in a part I mean, and it was one of these planets, I mean, nano planet that was also in retrograde, by finally starting to move direct as well now. Pluto was in a sector of your life that was touching your career, your 10th house, Aries. I think that there has been a lot of maybe some darkness regarding your career. Like some things that you had been struggling already for some time. And I think that there was something that you needed to come back to. Like maybe something that you were doing regarding a vocation, or maybe a job you had, or maybe if you're somebody there that doesn't have a job right now, maybe you found a job, or maybe you were struggling to find a job throughout this period, and maybe whatever you found, it was something that you didn't see as so like what you actually really wanted to do. Maybe you felt that there was a lot of competition in the middle regarding this precise position, or people that were, you felt like you kind of were in the struggle regarding maybe your work and your finances, Aries. And so Pluto, it's moving direct, but when it's doing the hard aspect to the moon, I think that it's gonna become something that was blocked regarding your career, or maybe some struggles with people that you were working with, men definitely, maybe a boss figure, or maybe just simply maybe the way you could better administrate your finances regarding this job or this vocation. Is like it's like you're gonna start seeing, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you that the issue is not gonna be still there. I think this is something that is still you're gonna have to take care of, Aries. But the difference is that you're gonna see it in a much more hopeful way than what you had been experiencing until now. Because this is what Pluto moving direct while doing the hard aspect to the moon, and having Jupiter bringing some luck and optimism might bring in this part of your life. All the ones that are coming in this reading are the ones that are coming in difficult positions in your reading. 7 of Wands in hopes and fears. You know that you need to still be strong, Aries. You're gonna have to push here. And you want this. You know that there is something here that you are in fighting mode for. Something that you don't want to lose. And I don't see you here at all in the position of losing this. But I see the struggle, Aries. I mean, the struggle here is obvious. And this is regarding the movement, the action. The ones is what it represents, Aries. Like that action movement that, I mean, you're so driven by. But throughout this period, this is what has been your biggest issue. Taking those actions, or taking that precise action. Maybe, as I said, man, having issues on communication with people. Maybe you were trying to, let's say, develop here a new idea that you have, but you feel that your ideas were not being listened by other people. And I think that maybe this is something that you still are trying to understand on how can you arrange these issues in maybe communication. How can you better arrive to make people understand what it is, these maybe new ideas or this new concept you want to create. And if we are talking here about love relationships, whoever these people might be in your life, is how can you express yourself in an emotional way that this won't create such a big difference with the people that you are related to right now. And maybe also realizing the people that you might need to have some important discussions I see that it might be that there is really, man, a very important message that somebody wants to send you, or you to them, or just simply like this very deep conversation where the truth, it cannot be kept, secret anymore. Or something here is coming out to the light, Aries, that even though might create, I'm not gonna lie, man, I think it might create some struggles or even differences, or maybe it could be that this discussion would mean some fighting involved in the situation. I mean, Aries, you don't want to be overly too impulsive right now. And for most of the signs during this period of October, most surely these 2 first weeks of October, you feel the rush, you want to act. You feel the rush, you want to say something. You feel the rush, you need to take this action or go into this impulsive mode. And Aries, you know how impulsive and impatient you can get. But believe me, man, I don't think this is the time to be impulsive. Not yet. This is more like the time to be active, but be more into retrospective mode. Not like introspective, like you feeling all these emotions, you maybe thinking and analyzing maybe what this person means in your life, or what they could mean maybe in your life, or you to them, or maybe what this new job or this new position at work could mean. But you don't want to take yet impulsive actions in the situation, because I feel like, man, you really know that this is something that could actually bring you more problems than there are already there. 51701s, and you're fearing this. So, and the 801s is in the obstacles, so you know that this is something that it has been already a problem already, maybe for some time, and still you feel you need to push and push and push. And maybe in some moments you feel you need to fight back this person or this group of people. But man, really take your time before reacting, Aries. Because I promise, man, I really, and I'm not gonna want to promise you things I don't feel, but this is something that I highly feel regarding this reading. And of course, if this reading is connected or resonating with your personal story, Aries, this is a general reading, so I cannot talk for every Aries who's watching the video right now. But if this is telling you something, Aries, you know that maybe this person or in this job or somebody here knows very well how to push your buttons. And you're in a moment where maybe you know that you cannot yet take a final move regarding the situation. I think that you feel attached in a way to this maybe financial situation, maybe to this job, maybe to this contract, or to this group of people. Like you still know you need them and they need you. But you don't want to come as strong as you naturally will do. Because I think that this fight, or maybe this discussion that could bring some arguments here, I feel that this would mean just like pity arguments. And if you decide to take a little bit of a backup position regarding maybe these issues, and okay, keep on being active, keep on paying attention to all these details, analyzing maybe what the situation is or what this person brings to the table to you. I think that if you decide to be a little bit more patient about this situation, the results that you might get from this, whatever, if we're talking here about abundance, material, financial support, or maybe regarding even that connection, like maybe bringing some sense of stability in your life, no? It's coming, Aries. This King of Pentacles coming at the end of your reading. You feeling probably here that you're earning something, or somebody maybe is offering you something that could be stable for some time. And I think that maybe this is, if we were be talking here about a partnership at work, or that position you want to do in regarding your job, this could mean even something that you could do regarding your career that could give you back a sense of autonomy, where you feel that you can be more independent. Maybe I'm connecting here with an Aries that you have been trying to become a freelance regarding your job, or maybe creating your own business. And I think, or maybe getting that position at your work where you find if you can feel a sense of freedom or autonomy that in the past you were not feeling, Aries. And now this Four of Coins that was there until now, and maybe is still there in your present, is becoming a King of Pentacles, which it's on another level. You know, we have here the figure of a king, and this king is very stable. He knows very well where is his abundance, the way he wants to invest himself or herself. We're not caring here about gender, guys. And maybe this could be that offer of work, or that maybe sense of stability that you were so searching for, and until now you were not able to find regarding your career, Aries. But if I will have to relate this to a precise connection in your life, because you know what I want? I'm gonna put a card in this Lovers, because it's the only major arcana that came out here in your reading, and it's right next to this Ace of Cups. An important decision that has been a burnout in the past. Whoever this person means in your life, and it might be this King of Coins, whatever we're talking at work, whatever we're talking about an intimate relationship or a friend, whatever, Aries. But this is somebody that you are highly, like, you have deep emotions for this person, or you are starting to have deep emotions for this person, as I see these cards. I think that you had been connected to this person already in the past, and something here happened that put you in a situation where somebody here needed to take a new direction regarding the connection. And I think that this has been a burnout, Aries. Like, you come from a period where you have been very tired. Maybe even you had, Chiron being in your sign, I think that maybe you even probably experienced some physical issues. Maybe you had been sick for a while, or you had many things that you needed to take care of, and this was something that was very much draining you. Your energy and your physicality was highly affected by this situation. Now, this has been left behind. When you get to the Ten of Wands, this means that this is something that you had already in the past, or you are letting behind right now. What happens is that no matter if this means maybe that connection that finally you were able to leave behind, or maybe this means that person that you are able to take a new, refresh start. Something that it feels much more positive and new to you, and probably also for this person. There is a sense of stability coming through regarding this connection. Even if it would be a new encounter, maybe this is somebody that is very new to you, or you're seeing this person and it feels like, whoa, man, I never experienced emotions in this way. Or maybe nobody ever talked to me like that in that way, and it's like, wow, it feels very intense, to say at least, Aries. I feel like maybe in the beginning, when all this is happening or is happening to you right now, I feel like you're very inside yourself. Maybe you are quite conflicted about this because maybe of your past relationships, or maybe that past relationship that left some wounds in your life and in you, and then maybe now when this new encounter comes to you, or this new person wants to connect with you in this way, or maybe this new possibility at work appears, your first reaction to this new possibility, Aries, is to feel a little bit like guarded and defensive, and you feeling that maybe feeling a little bit like, okay, man, I see that this is here, but I don't want to repeat the same mistakes from the past. I really get this sensation so strongly, Aries. Like you're a little bit in defense mode, even though all this opening is happening to you, and maybe somebody's coming here with the truth about what they feel and what they think about you. I think that you are kind of like in guarded mode, and I think it's because you are still healing whatever happening to you in the past, because I think that this has been something, no matter when this happened in your past, maybe it's a long time past, or it's something that just happening to you recently, or still you are in processes of healing. I think this is a situation that has been very, very, it has left you wounded. And I think that throughout this last year, Aries, the warrior, has been that wounded warrior. No, like you have come from like such a long road, or you have been processing all these experiences that have left you some marks, and that, Aries, even though you want to move fast, these are things that take their time. You cannot rush them. And I think you have been doing such a great work that you're starting to see this new start here. And what I like the most about it is that whatever is this opportunity that is coming your way, or is happening right now to you, even though right now I think that there are still some obstacles there, and I see you conflicted about this, Aries, I think that you're starting to see these with the new eyes, that I think that are also making you recuperate maybe that security or confidence that maybe in the past you lost. And now like that sense of confidence is like creating a new space in your life for new connections, for new emotions, for new perspectives, new ideas that maybe until now you could not even see as a possibility, man. And I really think that this is something you need to allow. But if you still not are in the process of needing to take time before taking those actions, do so. Because I promise, man, really, by the end of this month, the moving forward, like let's say sending a message or communicating this information, or maybe taking that trip, or going into that mission that is kind of like firing you up here, it's gonna be a great time for this movement, Aries. And then all this water is gonna start overflowing. Well, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Aries, what are you reading, guys? Thank you for watching, to everybody who is back there. I'm leaving my information below for private readings. You have my email there, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you want. And Aries, otherwise, I'm gonna see you next month and enjoy this month of October. Bye bye, guys.